All right, hello everyone. We are here for a quick Wolfram Language Design Review, part of the version 15 series, and I have a blank notebook, so I'm about
And
to be
and
told
this
what to
is
do.
actually less language and more graphic design. So yeah, click the gear, and now click the theme
Okay,
where
but
it
have
says
we
Wolfram
reviewed
default.
this?
We can review it again if you want, but that wasn't the goal for this meeting.
We
But
we reviewed the UX, right? I don't think we've reviewed it post implementation.
Why aren't there other actions here?
So a stretch goal was to include recent actions from the menus that that you may have
It
chosen.
doesn't say
That was
recent
something
actions here.
that you brought up during the UX, but I think that was just too much in the time that we
Okay,
had.
but I mean, to me, this just seems completely random that there are those two actions and nothing else. I would remove this section for now.
yeah,
Sure.
I think that's a reasonable perspective. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, themes. What do I do now?
Okay, so go choose a theme. Click on
Where's
Wolfram
the
Default.
Oh,
And
but you'll need some notebook content.
yes, yeah, actually, and I should have sent this to you in advance. Um, let
Well,
me.
here I can get. I mean, can I get bring up a
You
big
can, I mean, you
notebook?
can come up with any content that you want. But we have a prototype that I will send you. I should have done that earlier. Sorry.
I'm gonna bring up something interesting. Um, will this work with the blog tools?
Um, well, it is so if they're using their own style sheet,
Yeah, I think
then
they
then
probably
it
won't.
may not be using all of their. Um,
Okay, here we go. Here's one. Okay, now what do I do?
Well,
okay, well,
this interface is a per notebook thing, right? So, first of all, you've opened that in the wrong build, right? So you need
yeah,
to open it in the same build.
yeah,
Okay,
okay.
Then click
Oh,
the gear.
gear it
the
up.
gear and then the
Okay,
theme.
then look, the scrunching when I gear it. I guess it's okay, and hopefully that scrunching, the scrunch level is. I mean, I think we have no choice but to scrunch.
I
Is that
you know
true?
it.
As opposed to
Uh,
extrude.
I I I mean, technically, could we extrude? We could probably implement it, but this is a very late date to do that. But I don't think it's the right thing to do.
Okay, well, fine.
But what I do think is that we should probably look at making default notebooks wider.
I agree. I agree. Maybe that's something we could do. Okay,
Yes, and
so I got
that is on my list of
okay. I
15
have two
items to look
comments
at.
here.
Mhm.
First thing is this could by default open narrower. It really doesn't need all that width. That width is perfectly sufficient.
Yes.
Right. So that's supposed to be
That having been said, the sidebar for the notebook assistant will need considerable more width,
I
and
understand that, but we
that
might as well
also
have
plays
this
into
one.
my thinking about
Right,
the width of notebooks.
right. But I think going to so that's our current width. And what's happened to the thing where you're flashing uh the the um the thing about being able to find where you are relative to the cell bracket?
You mean the hover effect for cells?
Yes, yes.
We put together a prototype for that. It's not something you can see right now. Just believe me, there have been a lot of balls in the air, and we're delivering a lot of amazing things. That
But that's
was
not one
not
of them.
in the list. Yeah, but
Okay, but that affects
but it's not
why.
forgotten or ignored. It's just not the current focus.
I could imagine going to that size, taller. I mean, I don't really know because I have big monitors, right?
Right. And to be clear, we check the monitors, and if the monitor is constraining, we don't go full size. That's already the case today, actually. That, if the monitor constrains us, we don't do something stupid.
No, I understand that. I'm not certain about, I mean, I'm worrying about text kind of starting to get very wide. I don't know, that text is a bit wide for me, honestly. Kind of like the text width that we have right now. I think this is a tricky decision. I mean, we should certainly ask Jeremy for his input on this. I'm concerned.
I will bring forward a specific proposal at the next user assistance meeting.
Okay. All right, fine. All right, theme me up here. What do I do here?
Okay, click, and
Why is it
now,
Wolfen default as opposed to Wolfen defaults plural?
Oh, because that's the name of the theme.
yeah,
It's one theme that's
Oh,
displayed
I
in
see.
that
That's the
label.
one we're using right now.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Um, oh, yeah, but okay. So your blog style sheet is probably not
This is not a blog
very
style
theme
sheet.
friendly. Yeah.
This is not a blog style sheet. This is a raw notebook. This is not being converted.
Yeah,
I'm
and it is
showing you.
changing, John. It's fine.
Yeah,
It did
well,
change.
Choose how Stephen, choose CRT at the bottom. We'll see really what changes then. Yeah, there you go.
okay.
Now, what if I click that? Why don't I go into dark mode?
Oh,
Surely I
well,
should.
the whole thing is one button. I
But
didn't
That
surely
think of
I
that.
think I should surely go. If I click the dark side of it, shouldn't I go to dark mode?
So,
Yeah,
okay,
makes
hang on, wait,
sense.
wait.
Yeah.
Well, no, no, but wait. If we did that, so you do have a light dark toggler at the bottom, although you probably didn't notice it because it's quite far down and small.
Oh, I
We
didn't
would have
notice
to
it.
have it would have to have like two different hovers as well, wouldn't it? It would have to like it would have to hover over the
Well,
side.
look, I'd be happy if you put the light dark thing at the top
Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Under theme. Yeah.
and left justified, I would say.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. That I think that makes sense.
These are pretty ugly. Links really go sort of, I mean, is that the right? These are ugly. I'm sorry. I mean, I can't imagine ever using this one.
Well, I mean, I can, graphic design can speak for themselves, but gum is, in my view, it's kind of a whimsical one. I don't know how serious it is, but
Okay, we have had do we have Jeremy here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Look, in the past, we've had great big flops and, coming up with lots of cool names for things and people never use them. We've seen that in all kinds of places. And I feel like, let me just pick a slightly more generic notebook.
so there are some themes here that people are definitely going to recognize who have used programming editors. Um, Gum is not one of them, but
I mean, this UX is pretty nice, but I'm having a hard time finding the theme here. But that's okay. I would get used to finding it. All right, so let's try whatever. I mean, other than for entertainment value, I don't see the point of this. Nobody's ever going
Can
to
you
want to
try
use
that
it.
one in dark mode? I'm sure that was developed first. Billy can speak to this, but I'm guessing Gum was developed dark mode first.
Yeah. Quite a bit of these were. But as John said, it is kind of more one of the more whimsical ones.
Yeah, but look, having it go, I mean, what about the possibility of some of these just immediately going to dark mode?
So okay, there's an interesting one here. If you scroll down, there's one theme here which I would actually describe as functional, which is Stargazer, right? And the point is it's black, except that everything else, all the text is red, right? This is a functional thing. If you're out observing, this is what you want. Now, we did talk about, well, should this
Light
always
mode
just be
version of that
dark
is
mode?
pretty stupid.
Say again.
Light mode of that is pretty stupid, obviously.
Well, okay, I disagree that this is what the light mode of Stargazer should be, but that aside, the dark mode version of it, there was a question as that should themes have an opinion on what light dark should be?
Yeah.
John will have to comment as to whether we can plumb that in at this point. I suspect not.
Oh, we could.
What I'm hanging up on is this. I'm hanging up on the fact that we've done this multiple times before of having, cool names for things and, from our
So let me just emphasize some of these names and color sets are things that people will recognize.
Yeah, I understand.
Monakai, Solarized,
Atom 1, Cobalt 2,
Dracula.
Monakai, Solarized, Dracula. Yes, Dracula may sound whimsical, but it's actually a very popular theme. No,
This?
it's popular in dark mode. It's much less popular in light mode. There is a light mode version of it. They actually call it Alucard.
Funny.
Yes.
I just got that.
Yeah.
So, and natural and pastel are evocative of our legacy style sheets in the light mode versions, at least.
And spring.
I'm just kind of completely at a loss what the hell anybody would do with this. I mean, I don't see why this is useful.
That theme in particular, you mean?
Yeah. I mean, the problem is, again, we've been here before. Let's take a look for our viewing pleasure at that's funny.
So having used this feature for a few days, I can tell you that the themes that draw my attention, for better or worse, bespoke to me, are Wolfram Saturated and Monakai and Cobalt 2. Now, Monakai
Okay.
and Cobalt 2 are themes I've been using elsewhere as well. So,
I've never seen somebody use one of these, for example.
That's entangled with other issues as well
yeah,
about discovery and about communication.
some of those are functional style sheets.
Yeah. If you were going to pick a smaller number of these, what would you pick? Or is the convention in these things just have a boatload of them?
Well, I mean, really, the convention is, you know, ship one or a small number, and then have a huge number of extensions that you can download.
So Tiras in our live stream is commenting that maybe younger audiences will want different kinds of colors. I'm the wrong person to comment on that.
I do think we can use this meeting to weed some out. I think that was kind of the idea, was we develop a bunch and then we kind of pick the best.
See, I mean, give me a story about why I'd use this. I mean, this one is quite elegant. What about when I print?
These are not used for printing. Now, there might be a story
Wait,
around
what do you
PDF
mean, John?
production.
What do you mean by that?
If I just print the first 2 pages from this, what will I get?
You're saying there's no print style sheet, or that they weren't optimized for printing, or what?
Well, I mean, actually, right now, it might do something that was unintended, to be perfectly honest. But the for printing to paper, I think that
No, I told it to print just 1 page. No, how do I stop it? Help.
Just let it do its thing.
But what's it going to do? Is it going to just run my printer out of paper?
Oh, you printed? Oh, no.
No,
Oh,
no, no. I think it was just calculating the line breaks, and it probably did that for the whole document and then picked 2 pages. Or at least I hope.
You could go up to settings and take a look at your print monitor if you wanted.
Yeah.
So
But
you
also,
know,
hang on, isn't exporting to PDF the same thing, John? If he does a PDF, then he'll
well,
get the same...
so yes, it is, but there is this I mean, with PDF, it's kind of a dicey question, right? Because if the PDF is, intended for screen consumption, then, having themes come through makes some sense. If the thing's ever going to be printed, are you going to really print your Stargazer
Yes,
color
if
theme?
that's what you had. That's what I think you should do.
I think everyone who actually prints to a real printer some Stargazer thing would be like, no, this is absolutely not what I wanted.
Well, no,
Okay, but
hang on. But that's not... I mean, it could set the value of light dark to light when you're printing.
I don't
Right?
think I agree, but I don't think it should do that without telling you. If we get a little interrupter saying,
Yeah.
do you want to switch to light mode? That might be useful.
There's going to be so many disasters of somebody
Oh.
printing their documents and blowing through their complete printer supply.
Yeah.
yes.
I don't know what you expect, though. If you're looking at a dark screen and you hit print, it's not crazy to think you would print dark background.
Well, I think it is kind of crazy, actually.
Crazy.
If you look at other, I mean, if you're printing from a web browser, you might expect that. But if you're printing from any document program, a word processing program or other program that creates documents, I don't think that's what you would expect.
I unfortunately have another meeting which I really kind of have to go to. So here's my point of view about this. I mean, I think the UX is pretty nice. I am confused by pressing a dark thing and getting something light. But I guess that's the way it is. Something like this is quite elegant. I just don't know. That's crazy.
Well, maybe you're suggesting that we knock off the most whimsical. Is that what I'm hearing from you?
Maybe.
But hang on, could gum be... Because that's, to me, that looks reasonable. The dark mode version. It might be that we just desaturate the background in light mode.
I see what you're saying.
Same with CRT, right? That's
You mean you just have a lot much lighter pink here?
Yeah.
That would probably work.
Suggestion of pink.
Yeah, that would probably work. Otherwise, it's just stupid. I mean, it's just like nobody's going to want to use this.
Now, the flip side of that is that all the light themes start looking a bit similar.
So what?
Sure. No, I'm just pointing it out.
Yeah. No, how are hyperlinks being colored?
They
look wrong. Yeah.
I'll have to check.
Okay.
Hang on.
I mean, it's just, yeah. I always forget which way around.
They're not themed,
Desaturating these.
Jeremy. We should theme them.
Oh,
That's what I
yes.
thought. I thought they were default, and some of these backgrounds don't work with the blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, so theme them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That will
I
help.
agree. I agree. Absolutely.
We have to calculate a different like visited color, or do we not do that? I can't remember if we do that.
We don't do that.
Okay.
We do have a hover color.
Yes, we do.
And we should
I mean,
theme
that
that as
doesn't
well.
look so bad. That doesn't look so bad in dark mode. It just looks really stupid in light mode.
I think most of these are optimized for dark mode because, yeah.
Fine. So just clean up the optimization for. Look, I think that's probably the best place to go. We can leave
Okay.
these in there. Once in next iteration, if somebody what am I trying to say? If somebody hopefully, let's say we remove gum because nobody cared, but then people can download it if they really want it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, some of these things look pretty elegant to me, and it would be interesting. I mean, there's clearly an example of where the blog doesn't make it in dark mode, right? Some things do and some don't.
John, have you imagined how a downloaded theme would work?
Yeah. I mean the it's all Packwood updatable.
But it'd be
So
what, installed on your machine? Would it have to be deployed to a repository or cloud deployed?
I haven't done anything with the notion of it being in a maybe cloud deployed yet, but it's on my list.
Okay.
So yeah.
I am going to have to disappear, unfortunately. So did you get what you need from me?
Just bring up edit preferences real quick so you can see that as it's a similar interface, but
Where is that?
sorry, under Wolfram settings. Sorry, yeah, there you go.
Surely his build's
Appearance.
too old. Yeah, his build is too old.
I thought he had last night's build. Never mind. So we added a theme tab here.
Okay.
And there's a similar sort of interface that's in a theme tab.
Probably it's first. Is it first?
It's first. It is first.
It is
Yes.
first. Oh, and if you want to see kind of what it looks like, go back to the notebook and just drag the width of the notebook. Yeah. Make that wider until there's 3. Yeah. There you go. It looks a bit more like that because you've got more space. So there's actually 3 columns.
Okay. Seems nice to me.
Okay.
This is really funky what happens at that width, but it doesn't really matter because that's not. I mean, to me, okay, I've got one last suggestion, and then which is if you were in light mode, why not highlight the side of this that you would actually use?
Because
right, so you don't get the
redundant.
confusion.
I mean, define highlight. Oh, you mean on mouse over?
No, I mean here, right? If I'm about to press this, rather than giving me, I could get both of them. Yes, on this, you could, on this mouse over, you could somehow highlight that part and gray down this part because that's what you're going to get.
So, this is what's being set on the notebook, and what I would not want to suggest is that you can separately set a light theme and a dark theme that are different on the same notebook. These come as a pair.
Yeah, but I understand. But what's confusing to me is that if my mouse literally is over the dark part and I press it, it doesn't go dark. I would have expected that if I see something black and I press it, I expect my notebook is going to go black. That's my only problem.
I get what you're saying. I will come up with a solution. I need to think about it. I don't think it's that simple.
Maybe layer them like we do light dark switched swatches. This stacked version.
What a good idea.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
Right, that will look good. That will be unconfusing.
Yeah. Thanks, Jeremy.
We could also we could try feeding these to Rory who could try feeding them to some young people, and we could perhaps get some responses from that. Who's project managing here?
Glory.
Okay, can you do that, please? Just feed, some sample of this to some sample
Yep.
student ambassador folks or something like that. See what we can get. And Rory is the one who deals with that. And I really have to go. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
See you later.